What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and my plan has gone so not the way I thought it would go. Because there's a video you're gonna see after this project. That's one of the four that I've recorded. This is the fourth, but the video you'll see after this was actually the first video I recorded before you saw. If you've seen my Fillmore Green review and my Blockhead review. And this being the third video you'll see, but the last one recorded. Like I said, the last one recorded. Oh, I mean the first video I recorded is the last one you're gonna see. My plan was to not um, release them all on the same day. I don't know how it's gonna work out now because I just want to release this and then that next video today because I've recorded them all in the same day. The only difference is, and in the previous three, well, in the previous two that you've seen, and in this one I'm wearing this. And the first one I recorded, which would be like I said, the last one you see, I'm wearing something different, but just because I changed clothes. But yeah, I'm here to review Malibu Ken, and a collaborative project from Tobacco and Aesop Rock. Aesop Rock, been a consistent listener of his since The Impossible Kid, actually, back in 2016. So not that long, only coming up on 3 years. But I've known about him for about 5 or 6. It's only been about 5 or 6 years that I've been consistently listening to hip hop that's included underground MCs. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and spoil it. The first video that I recorded, which will be the last video you see of these four that I've recorded on the same day, being January 27th, 2019, is an unboxing of the CD and the vinyl of this project. It's not gonna be a raw reaction or anything because I opened it up before even I opened everything up before even um, thinking about doing a unboxing video. So it would have been a raw reaction and review and just unboxing if I had thought about doing an unboxing before I unboxed everything. But in the video, you'll see me. I say stuff like, "Oh, you'll see the video. You'll see the review, which you will. You're seeing this now before you'll see the unboxing, unless you saw the unboxing first, and then now you're seeing this. But let's go ahead and get right into this. We're about 3 minutes into this video. Aesop Rock and Tobacco, Malibu Ken. Aesop Rock being an indie experimental alternative electronic music producer, and you have Aesop Rock, who is a experimental alternative abstract underground hip hop artist and MC. So um so yeah, I had no doubt that Aesop would fit well over, he would rap well over these beats. Like, they'd mesh perfectly. The production and Aesop's delivery, um, and vocal performance, not just the way he delivers the vocals, but how he sounds, how he says it, and everything. The lyrics, subjects, and everything. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Um, the first track is Corn Maze. What did he say here? He just talked about being how secluded he is, and how he doesn't have a horse in your war games. He's got walls up and everything. And a very, I guess I could say, a tone setting beat, but it is tone setting in the sense that it's what you'd expect from Tobacco if you're familiar with him, and what you'd expect Aesop to be rapping over, given that he is an alternative MC. So it's a tone setter in that regard. But does it sound like every other beat on here? Only in the sense that it's abstract. And but yeah, that in the sense that it's abstract and alternative and experimental and all that good stuff and underground, and it's out there. But actually, I need to pull this up though, because I wrote in my notes and I need to read parts of verse 2 because there's so many quotables here, man. Where's verse 2? Okay. Every day I wake up in a gallon of sweat, puke blood, hit the shower, turn to Malibu Ken. And while you were asking on your lackers, are we jackals and men? I've seen the sorcery authorities, should they catch if they can't. What else did he say? Pick a one-horse town, 4 horsemen got his number. I feed each one of the others camouflage and fluffernutters. Um, and just so many quotables. I can't read everything, but my goodness, what else did you say here? Some people think it's freakish, but they can't deny the harvest. It's funny when they're later made to celebrate the shit they thought was garbage. It only show the city who the mark is. Man, that boy Aesop, man, just freaking ridiculous, but ridiculous like in the good way. He's funny, but he's real though at the same time. Track number 2, Tuesday. A single to promote this. I want to say it was a single for some reason. Um, but yeah, track number 2, Tuesday. I really love the out there beat, which of course I do. Um, this when he talked about like picking a booger or whatever, it really fit the album cover because I mean, well, you saw the thumbnail, but look at this. Like, look at this. I'm not gonna. I'll say that for the unboxing, but look at this. Like, just snotty and slimy and shit. Like it just fits the freaking album cover. Like, just freaking, um, just freaking ridiculous. And lyrics throughout the verses actually just fit the cover. He was just talking about how it's just a Tuesday. It's just another Tuesday, and I have to read some lyrics here. What did he say? There's something you should know. There's something you should probably know before we go too far. My neighbor found a mushroom growing inside of my car. She called me up on tour, sounding emotionally scarred. Although it may scared her more that I wasn't really alarmed. Um, just another Tuesday though. Just another Tuesday. Track number 3, Save Our Ship. Another very out there beat. Just very heavenly keys here in a sense. And just talking about this news, all this news and shit. Just the reports that the nation is a sinking ship, essentially, that just needs saving. So yeah, just save our ship is that's what he's saying. Because of the state of America right now. Track number 4, Sword Box. Here I'm just picking up that Aesop is a magician taking cash from because he can, and well, for me, because his music is worth it. I mean, I got the vinyl and the CD for God's sake. Um, but yeah, he doesn't really do it twice, but he's just saying like if we ask nice, he just might. And I really love the outro beat transition here. Track number 5, Dog Years. You really have to just love the like trippy, hazy, kind of glitchy, psych vibe from the beat. Um, and that great chorus. We don't know. We don't. You're so cheap. It's just freaking great. I just love it. What was he also saying? There was something he said like, I can't even read my handwriting right here. What the hell? But I just can't put my finger um on just like who this is for or who this is who he's rapping about, like what this is solely about. Um, but he does say he counts in dog years, but I just really can't. I'm trying to still figure out. And that's a really good sign that album's really good and that I really care about it. That I still want to know. I still want to figure out what this is about. I think I'm figuring it out though. Now that I think more about the chorus though, like we don't know. That doesn't mean we don't care. Don't. You're so cheap. We don't know. We don't know. We don't need to know. Another dog we don't need. Yours to keep. But yeah, track number 6, Acid King, which was a single to promote this. There was a visual for this as well. One long ass verse, I believe. I believe it was just one verse. It was just one take. That's it. And he just goes on. He goes on about how I like doing acid growing up, and this person that he's rapping about when he gets to it, Ricky Castle, I believe his name was well. He talks about him, but he talks about how he can kind of relate to him because people in his neighborhood or whatever in a small town believe he was practicing black magic. Because what did he say? Here is 84, Mary Lou Retton, excited like AIDS Jeopardy, wake up from. Oh, here's 84, Marty Lou Retton, excited like Age Jeopardy, Wake Up the Orwell in Me. The Orwell in Me, talking about George Orwell, author of 1984, classic dystopian book, just amazing. Um, and just listening to heavy metal and things like that, like Sabbath and Judas, and religious people just back then calling it devil music. Like he just said, it seems tame now, but back then it was considered devil music. Probably still is by people, at least. I don't want to say at least religious people, but damn it, who else would call something devil music unless they're religious? Um, so, but yeah, just small town, but a lot of big mouths. Like kind of like around here. So this is a very relatable project for me. Not just this track, but just this whole thing. Every freaking song has something that I like or I can relate to everyday life, and it's just fucking fantastic, man. Oh my goodness. And yeah, he was just saying like people. What was it? I think Casso killed his friend and said, "Say you love Satan" before he killed him or whatever. And said that in crow form, somebody like Satan told him to murder the kid. And what is it? He gets snitched on. I wouldn't call it snitch. Like that's just. I mean, it is, but it's not like that's a bad thing. You told somebody that somebody killed somebody. Like, um, and then I think he hangs himself in jail. And some say he was in a cult, but Ace thinks that there's more than what was told, and what more than adults and what did he say? And the authorities could rightly decipher. And maybe Ace is wrong though, and he's and Casso's finally home. Just next track number 7. One of my favorite tracks on here, but I could kind of say that about every track here. Suicide Big Gulp. He's really putting himself over here, but at the same time he's putting Tobacco over with his production. So he's putting Malibu Ken, the duo themselves, over. Just saying like with his he's being braggadocious here, just putting the duo themselves over, the two of them, with his lyrics and everything, him on the mic and Tobacco on the production. It's like just just an unstoppable force, like, and just fantastic. I wrote down I need to read verse 2, which I do because I know exactly what I need to say from verse 2. There might be some extra things though. What did he say here about? It's somewhere towards the bottom, if I remember correctly. Or was it even verse 2? It might have been verse 3. Oh, nobody's safe. Chump, black plague, railguns, cachet of your rat snakes coiled up in the bass drum, Doug Graves with the overhill skate punks, fails and flakes in the brain, trust pay up. Hey, my Bugs Bunny $10 is perfect. Don't be there when we bubble to the surface. The surfers, I pay the rent in pennies and ride off into the ether on a donkey painted like a zebra. Take me to your leader. Okay. And then verse 3. What did he say? Well, pretty much the whole verse. But I don't want to read the whole freaking verse. Pretty much he's just saying like I'm here and I know you can see me and everything, but tell me what you need to tell me or whatever from over there. This isn't a fucking petting zoo. And he said, I make a mean suicide gulp, sick pup. Google eyes splinter off the unified with witch hunt. Unified witch hunt. Warren Love hailing from the home of Van Ortha Cup and Thor Cup and 40 Nights of Failures out to plagiarize the formula. Fucking Aesop. Fucking Aesop, man. Oh man. And then there's track number 8. 1 + 1 = 13. Now where are my notes for that though? I almost fucked that up. Let me see if I can. Did I miss anything though? No, I didn't miss anything. Good. Track number 8. 1 + 1 = 13. Another very heavenly beat. I'm trying to decipher this math because he says like quarts and two wrong sides on the bed and flip a quarter 10 times and count 10 times with fails, 2 lucky socks, lucky sevens, only ever make it up to 6 every 3 tries. Satan kind of wins. Turn 7 years into 7 more. That wasn't the whole verse. That was just all the numbers and at least that I picked up on. There might be more. I'm just trying to decipher this math. 1 + 1 = 13. Am I not woke? Is that what it is? Am I sleeping on something? Trying to do my best Jim Cornette impersonation or impression. But just fantastic, man. I just love it. Check number 9, Churro. This song is about bald eagles in Pittsburgh, but he makes that sound so freaking great because um, when he was young, they were almost extinct. Well, they released, at least in Pittsburgh, at least there were none left, almost none. So preservation was enforced, and then there was a webcam installed in like 2016 to watch the eagles, parents, and Ace says you can be sitting in your office feeling, what do you say, feeling, I can't even read my handwriting sometimes. Spilling coffee on a spreadsheet, thinking Jesus Christ, my life is dismal. And 2 seconds later, you could stare into a portal that reminds you there's more than what your awful 9 to 5 permits you. And just an ironic story on the second verse, but where a guy watches eagles to feel connected to something, and he watched. I guess he watched his cat get just shredded by an eagle, which is just ironic because he thought that the eagles would help ease him through his depression, but the same eagles killed Fluffy. And last but not least, Purple Moss. What did he say when he first started off? And it really did sound like Aesop does have one of those voices where it's like, does he need a glass of water? Because he says, I talk like it hurts to talk, mascot of Murphy's Law. What world would make a perp less scared of his quirks and flaws, or make it okay to learn how you are no jury instead of all insecurity, no mercy? Every year his skin gets thinner. You could almost see the ability in his innards, and and there was more though in the rest of verse 1 though. Hold on, let me pull the rest of verse 1 up. Very good chorus though. Here, a life from an empire builder going nowhere far. He puts the emphasis on the F before he says it. Nowhere far, nowhere far. Like, this nigga Aesop, just fantastic, man. Like I've been waiting for an album like this, even if it's not like just him by himself as a solo artist and he's handling the main production thing. I've been waiting for a project like this. Live from an empire builder, live from an empire builder, wildfire in the wilder, live from an empire builder, live from an empire builder. In the verse, he says a different thing though. Like he keeps saying empire builder, but as the course keeps coming back, he says something different in each one, I believe. Like live from an empire builder, high hole silver, yeah, live from an empire builder. Just fantastic. And live from an empire builder, high pass filter. Fantastic. I've been waiting for something like this ever since Blood Sandwich off of The Impossible Kid in 2016. Like, just fantastic. What else? What did he say on verse 1 though? If it's into the blood or the back up through the gizzard with a little bit of last night's dinner liver. Stand by clan the river, built ramps in the summer, tan hides in the winter, anti-winter. Stare at the stars from an empire builder to anywhere far. Live from an empire builder. What did he say? Shake my fist at the very same gate that I thought that I would have climbed up before it became lame. Now I just curse and pretend it's the same. Curse at a person who ain't doing a thing or whatever, and everyone around you is surfing a wave or a singular jerk in a circle of saints. Never mistook for a bind or a plane, mistook for a hearse in the rain. When a stained God rests. Goodness. What verse was that though? My, just fantastic. And this is probably over 20 minutes by now, right? Oh, only 19 minutes. I thought it would be over 20 by now, but we're closing in on it. But this album's just fantastic. What can I say? Like, every song has something that I can relate to my everyday life. I like every beat. The production is fantastic from Tobacco. Aesop over these beats, he sounds right at home. If you told me he produced these by himself, I would have believed you, even though I would have thought, wow, some real growth here. I've never heard Aesop like this. Maybe he's done more like this back in his earlier discography, but I've never heard it. I'm gonna go back though. You better believe it. But just the production, the lyrics, and their delivery. Every song has something for me to take away from it. I got the freaking vinyl and the CD. It's the first album that I've ever purchased the vinyl and the CD. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Thriller. Well, my mom got me the picture disc, the vinyl for Thriller. So I guess I can't really say it's the first that I've not the first that I've had, but it's the first that I've personally purchased where I have the vinyl and the CD. Because I only have 5 vinyl. Miles Davis. I got the Miles Davis album. I've got this now. I've got Michael Jackson, Los Campesinos, Metallica. So yeah, this is the first album that I've ever bought the vinyl and the CD. That's how good it is. And I did that right after hearing it after my first like 3 or 4 listens. I mean, it's just fantastic. I listened to it before even doing this review. I listened to it in the car yesterday with through the CD. I've got the songs on my phone. I mean, this album is just fantastic, man. I just and the vinyl, the unboxing for the vinyl and the CDs coming up after this. It's not gonna be raw, like I said, because I already saw everything. But I knew what I was getting even before I ordered it, because you can see before you purchase what comes in it and everything. But yeah, this album's just fantastic. I'm giving this a solid 8.25 out of 10. Um, just great, man. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this album, you need to check this out. It's that simple. You need to check it out. I mean, everything's on here. Like some of the best elements that I love about music are on here. Not just from the lyrics, but if you just are more of a beat person, like if you want something that's kind of lo-fi, at times buzzy, synthy, heavenly keys, and lyrics about being secluded or just very out there lyrics, and of course out there beats. Check this project out if you're looking for something like that, and listen to it. Come back, let me know what you think about it in my review. And that's pretty much it. Purchase this album if you like it. Just support it, man. Support this project. Support Aesop Rock. Support Tobacco. I'm gonna have to get into more of his production, whether he has his own, solo albums or his collab with other artists, maybe artists that are similar to Aesop Rock. But yeah, 8.2 out of 5. Hit the like button, please, if you like the review. Share the review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the comments, and like the content that you see. Share the video. I believe I said that already. Hit the description so you can see on my social medias. Well, links. There's something down there for you to click, I'm sure. Yeah, and other links down there as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Oh, one more thing. This is an early front runner. You've seen this on my Snapchat if you follow me on there or on Twitter. This is my early front runner for album of the year without question. And now I'm done. See y'all next time.